Right, welcome back to more knowledge. And this one is part 3 of the Burley knowledge, which is deriving from Diana Weaver's video about the Burley. Right, and a few more bits and pieces about the Burley idea. Right, this is burlesque. Right, so this must be connected to the Burley name. Right, and burlesque is the type of thing of you know what it is, like striptease stuff. And the T is basically the emphasis here on the striptease, because these are our tea drinkers doing it. You know what I mean? The burlesque. This was must have come about in the mid 17th century according to this. But it's an absurd or comically exaggerated, right? And means mockery according to this, mockery. So when you had the Keir Burley, like what do you call it, announcing the death of Princess Diana on the news thing, see? That's why they had Keir Burley doing it, see? Like just a mockery type of thing, right? But obviously has like a sort of connotations with very similar to like a drag act, innit? Like dressed up in costumes and then stripping them off and all this. So very similar to like a drag type of thing. As we know, all these people are tea drinkers and all this. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It's similar to the disguise type of thing again. All dressed up in makeup and costumes and then stripping off and all that. Like, and I think there's sort of like like an erotic nature to it or something like this, burlesque, you know what I mean? Mockery or ludicrous. Again, mockery and ludicrous is basically codes that also use. You get that rap artist or whatever you call it, like called ludicrous. And this mockery, the mockery idea. They call it mockery and that. Yeah, the mockery is calling mockery, right? Who's well known for having a trans son or daughter type of thing. Took a U-turn, bit of code this, bit of code there, like. He's a Canadian, Scottish born Canadian, but well known for having a trans son or daughter or whatever. So there we see like the type of the burlesque code. Obviously this mockery is an actor and well, not whose line is it anyway. Doing improvisation a day and stuff. You know what I mean? Like improvised stuff, so very much in keeping with like what the trans performance idea. Daughter Kinley, Orien Kin, like a Scottish idea, Orien Kin. E.T. Canada, of course, the 3 T's. Obviously gender transition and all that, see? The burlesque idea. Again, type of idea, you know what I mean? That brings to Burlington Bertie, right? Which is an old music hall number. And I remember this from like, I always used to hear it when I was a kid. I don't know where, like, music hall song composed in 1900, right? Notably sung by Vesta Tilley. Look at Vesta Tilley firstly. Polls, of course, the polls is the idea of the eunuch, and the Tilley is the tilled. Again, and the Vesta is the Vestal Virgin, like, innit? So, and performing in drag. So again, in the back and the ideas and that. became one of the best known male impersonators. So obviously Drag King's a big idea for him, obviously, a dandy or a fop. Okay, of course these are the same type of idea, right? A dandy is a self-made man, it says. So now that could and all, right? A male impersonator and principal boy again. The same idea of like like a female playing a male role. Of course, this would be like a sort of double trans idea because, all these actors and actresses are basically trans in the first place. So again, when you have that tradition of them playing, like males play the females, females play the males, it's basically a double trans idea, right? They're already trans, isn't that? But they're just dressing up in as what they originally were type of thing. And Abraham, conservative politician, you see what I mean? So right into the, linked up to all ideas and that, right? And the Royal Command performance. Scandalised Queen Mary of Tech. The technology. Yeah. There's 1919 codes again. That was in the Burley bloke. The general. So as you can see, all this stuff's good. Following a fellow with a face like me. Matilda and Mort. See the Mort all the time, mate. And there's Burlington Bertie. Vesta Tilly. The Mort idea very much, big idea in it, connected to male impersonators and, all this type of stuff. Hild, Mort. Suppose you're the English fluent between 1141 and 1148. He's just probably coded there, totally coded there dates. Yeah. Can't see how that would be like. Now that type of Lamech in the Bible, it was the son of Cain, or something related to Cain. So your Mech becomes your Mort, and Cain is the tiller of the soil. More codes. Of course, you have Matthew in the Bible. Matthew. So it's Mort with a TH and the EW. Of course the EW is the 33. And quite a lot of Matildas and Morts and that. Quite an awful lot. Mechtild. The Burlington Bertie concerns an aristocratic young idler who pursues a life of leisure in the West End of London. Burlington is an upmarket London shopping arcade associated with luxury goods, right? And the boor narrow type of thing, the archer, right? And another male impersonator, Ella Shields. Of course, this William Hargreaves would be the opposite way, like one. The poverty-stricken East End of London. East End and the West End, contrasting ideas and that. And Julie Andrews dressed in male attire. Canadians. Anita Harris have just had a banana with Lady Diana. Bought a house doing that one. The original version probably Lady Diana Cooper. Of course the Cooper like the Cowper. Another interesting piece of code. 10 to 3, 100 to 30. It's a 13 idea. Very interesting knowledge. The Hyde Park, and the Bond, and the Free. Somewhat with tea. Brothers in Arms. There's a lot of code in this. Lord Hurlington and the Burlington. Not so much oof that he sleeps on the roof. The oophorectomy. And the Rothschilds, I swank it by Hilary Swank. So a very, and there's William the Conqueror strain. Very coded indeed, Burlington Bertie, right? Whoopie. And the Strand. The Prince of Wales. Brother. Very good. Of course, back to Diana, where we started with the Diana Weaver's video. Diana Cooper, I remember that coo is the cow. The Scottish word for the cow, see? The Viscountess of Norwich. Diana Manners, man. The Maud. Duff Cooper. Upper class life. A lot of tea drinking, see? The socialite and the actress again. Always the same type of things. The 23A in Bruton Street. Mayfair District. And Diana of the Crossways. The biological fathers.